Hi and welcome to the James Oliver Guitar Channel, and today this is part 7 of the vinyl albums I love / vinyl albums that inspire me. So I'm going to show you 20 records of albums or artists that I love, like and inspire me. So we got a bit of a mixed bag today, some punk, rockabilly, rock and roll, blues, lots of different stuff. So let's jump right in, and the first one up is a monster slide guitar player, Sonny Landreth. This is the Bound by the Blues album, which I love Sonny Landreth's version of the Robert Johnson classic Walking Blues, which is the title track on here. He also does Elmore James's It Hurts Me Too, which is just great. He does Dust My Broom, Key to the Highway. And he's just an amazing slide guitar player with his own unique style and sound. I really enjoy it when he plays with John Hiatt as well. So yeah, Sonny Landreth, I mean, wonderful. Definitely worth checking out Sonny. And listening to him play his Stratocaster, playing the old slide guitar. Wonderful. So there's Sonny Landreth. Up next, another great slide guitar player, Ry Cooder. This is Bop Till You Drop. This was the first all digital recorded album, believe it or not. Come out in I think it's around 1979, 1980, I believe. Oh, there we are, 79. And I mean, I love his version of Little Sister. He's got Jim Keltner on drums, Tim Drummond on bass, who of course played with Neil Young. David Lindley's on guitar. We spoke about David Lindley in the last episode, episode 6. So yeah, you know, and he's got Little Sister on there. The Very Thing That Makes You Rich, Down in Hollywood. Just a great album. I seen Ry Cooder in the Cadogan Hall in London in 2018, and it was one of the greatest concerts I've ever seen. Changed my view on everything forever, really, watching Ry Cooder play. An absolute masterclass it was. You know, it really blew me away. So there's Ry Cooder. Up next, I showed this band before, but this is Malad's second album. Of course, it's Zoot on Rolo and from the Magic Band, and Mark Boston from the Magic Band, and this is their second album, which is called In a Different Climate. Quite different to the first, but still well worth checking out. You know, I love the track Bigfoot. That's the most Magic Band-esque one on the record, I think. And it's a great album. The band, there's a CD of the band with the Malad train on the front, like the LP I showed, and that's the 2 albums on one disc. So if you see that, check it out, or you can just pick up this LP. So that's Malad. And now up next, we're going to go for a, let me just put this back in the sleeve. We're going to go for a Welsh band. Now, Love Sculpture. This is Dave Edmunds' first album. Congo Jones on drums. John David Williams, a great record producer, on the bass. And this is Blues Helping. The Stumble, 3 O'Clock Blues. He did a great version of Summertime. On the Road Again. Wang Dang Doodle, Shaky Lips. The Great Blues Album Instrumental. This is a wonderful album. I mean, they were young, you know, when they brought this out. It's on the Parlophone label as well. And it was produced by Kingsley Ward. There's your Rockfield connection. As well, being a Welsh band. Of course, John David has got his Berry Hill studio now, which is a lovely studio up in the Forest of Dean. And I know Congo still plays a bit of drums as well, and Dave Edmunds is living in Hereford now, I believe. So check out Love Sculpture. What a band. And I thought we'd talk about this today, which is the Captain Beefheart album, Blue Jeans and Moonbeams. Now, a lot of the diehard fans call this the Tragic Band rather than the Magic Band, but I like Blue Jeans and Moonbeams. I think a bad Captain Beefheart album is better than what most people's albums could ever produce anyway. And I mean, the 2 standout tracks on this for me is A Party Special Things to Do, which has really got that Beefheart-esque stuttering, stumbly sort of rhythm that he likes to use. And of course, the J.J. Cale song, Same Old Blues Again. So I think this album is worth that, just for them 2 tracks alone. And there are some other interesting bits and bobs on you, like Rock and Roll's Evil Doll, and The Captain's Holiday. You know, it was a quirky, could have easily been on an earlier album, sort of thing. So yeah, that's before it was Blue Jeans and Moonbeams. Up next, now this is an interesting one. I've always found this one interesting. This is Jeremy Spencer's self-titled solo album, which is called Jeremy Spencer. And as you can see inside, it's just a Fleetwood Mac album. It's on reprise. So it's basically a Fleetwood Mac album, but under the Jeremy Spencer guise. You know, he does his classic Elmore James style stuff on you. Plus the track Linda, you know, which is a Buddy Holly-esque thing. But I think this is quite a cool album. I mean, Peter Green's on it, Danny Kerwin, John McVie, Mick Fleetwood, you know, it's Fleetwood Mac. Peter Green even plays a bit of banjo on this. I'm not sure if this is issued on CD. If you know, comment below. But if not, try and pick up the vinyl, because it's a real cool album. It's from 1970 or 71, this is, I believe. Before he joined the cult. And that's a story for another day, isn't it? Up next, this is one of my favourite Neil Young and Crazy Horse albums, Ragged Glory. This is one of his 90s ones, and in my opinion, one of his best. Mansion on a Hill, Days That Used to Be, Love and Only Love, Love to Burn, Mother Earth, White Line, Country Home, Getting Up, you know, all them great songs. And of course, this album comes out just before the Weld tour, which I'd say the Weld live album is my ultimate Neil Young album if I had to pick one, and I know it's hard just to pick one. But yeah, so Ragged Glory I thought would be a cool pick for today. Another cool one on the Liberty label, this is Johnny Winter's first album, The Progressive Blues Experiment. And I mean this, when I heard this, it knocked me out. Knocked me for 6, this did. You know, he does Rolling and Tumbling, his tribute to Muddy, which is like Catfish Blues, Got Love If You Want It. He does Sonny Boy Williamson's Help Me. Mean Town Blues, which is a wonderful song. Great National Resonator playing with Broke Down Engine. He does B.B. King's It's My Own Fault. You know, Johnny Winter, well, I mean, I was lucky to see Johnny Winter in around 2014. And he was playing his Blazer guitar, you know, Into the Music Man, and it was just a hell of a sound, and I really enjoyed the show, and he played Slide on his Firebird. I think around this time he was playing an Epiphone Wiltshire and a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top. But this is the first Johnny Winter album, which is definitely worth a look. It's another cool record, Taj Mahal. This is his self-titled first album, which is the first one he done after that Rising Suns record, was Rykuda, which they reissued on CD, and this has got Jesse Ed Davis on guitar. And I've got to show the Jesse Ed Davis solo album with the Red Indian on the front. But this album, Leaving Trunk, Stage for Blues, Check Up On My Baby, Dust My Broom, and the version of Diamond Duck Blues on this I played for a long time in various bands I've been in. And Direction is more of a soul label, but they used to bring out all the Taj Mahal stuff, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Taj Mahal's self-titled first record. Up next, a bit of bluegrass. This is Peter Rowan and the Nashville Bluegrass Band. Excuse me, I'm a bit croaky today. I actually did 3 gigs over the weekend, and I haven't done 3 gigs in a row for ages. You know, to go from doing 4 gigs a week to 0, and then having to sing 3 in a row was quite interesting. But we had a great time anyway. Back to this. So yeah, this is a Nashville Bluegrass Band with Peter Rowan. Of course, Peter Rowan's a flat picker, you know, in the same sort of league as Tony Rice and people like that. And this is just a great bluegrass album, and it's the only, at the moment, it's the only Peter Rowan album I own on vinyl. So I wanted to show some Peter Rowan, so I thought I'd show this one. So check out Peter Rowan. And now a classic, this is a blues classic. Albert King on Stax, Born Under a Bad Sign. Born Under a Bad Sign, my favourite Albert King song. Crosscut Soul, Oh Pretty Woman, The Hunter, Laundromat. I mean, look, The Freedom, The Hunter, Rory Gallagher did Laundromat. I mean, come on, Albert King. On Stax, this is signed by Albert King as well. I don't know if it's genuine. I was told it was genuine. I don't know. I didn't pay a lot for it, so I'm not overly, worried. I'd like it to be genuine, but I genuinely don't know. But yeah, that's Albert King. This is one of my favourite blues albums on the Stax label. Bit more blues for you now. Hooker Than Eat, which is of course John Lee Hooker and Canned Heat. This is a classic. And I don't know if you can notice, but on the sleeve there is a picture of Alan Blind Owl Wilson. Sorry, my pronunciation's a bit funny there, isn't it? So anyway, Blind Owl sadly passed away before this record came out. So as a tribute to him, they put his photo on the sleeve in a photograph, which I thought was really nice. But you've got the great John Lee Hooker with the great Canned Heat. I've seen a version of Canned Heat in Cardiff, which I really enjoyed. And there's John Lee, look, with his Epiphone guitar. And I know they do Boogie Chillin' on this. What else do they do on this? Alabama Blues. They do Burning Hell, which of course Tom Jones did, didn't he? Tom Jones' version of Burning Hell I think it's really good. Tom Jones sort of blues albums that he made, they're great, really good. So check out Hooker and Eat and check out Tom Jones singing Burning Hell as well. Why not, innit? I haven't showed an album by this guy yet in this series, so I dug one out. Jimi Hendrix, Axis Boulder's Love. What a player. What a songwriter. Absolutely love Jimi Hendrix. I don't know a guitar player that doesn't, I mean, this is a cracking album on the track label. I'm just looking at the track listing because I couldn't remember. I mean, it's got a Little Wing on it, If 6 Was 9. Considering he only made 4 albums, Castles Made of Sand, Boulder's Love, Just Ask the Axis. He made 4 albums, and I mean, what a body of work in such a short space of time. And what a great cover too. So that's Hendrix. Another classic blues album. We're on quite a bluesy thing today. I'm not feeling depressed, but we're on a bluesy thing. Howlin' Wolf. Moaning at the Moonlight, this is on Chess. Smokestack Lightning is on here. No Place to Go, Evil. 44, Hubert Sumlin on guitar. Chester Burnett. One of the all-time ultimate great vocalists, in my opinion. Howlin' Wolf. And another great vocalist. Excuse me. John Lee Hooker. This is the album Blue. I love the cover. This is just John Lee Hooker on his own, accompanying himself on guitar. And then the songs with the 2 dots of Sam Jones on bass and Louis Hayes on drums. It was recorded 60 years ago, this record was, and it sounds fresh today, I think. I mean, what's on here? No More Dogging. Groundhog's done No More Dogging, of course. I Need Some Money. Come On and See About Me, I'm Wondering. I mean, John Lee Hooker wrote all these songs, Fantastic John Lee Hooker stuff. Great groove, feel and rhythm. Bit of rockabilly. This is the only Dale Hawkins LP I have, so it's a later press. But of course it got Susie Q on it and James Burton, and I mean, love Dale Hawkins, love his version of My Babe as well, which sadly isn't on this record. But yeah, this is like a Dale Hawkins sort of compilation LP on the label of Norton. So yeah, a little bit of Dale Hawkins. Something now completely different, Joe Strummer. This is the Earthquake Weather album, which came out in '89, and I love Gangsterville, King of the Bayou, I love Off You. Highway 1, Zero Street, it's sort of a ska, punky, there's a bit of rock and roll influence. Of course, the 101ers, his first band with a great rock and roll band. And the Clash covered songs like Brand New Cadillac as well. So yeah, bit of Joe Strummer feel. Probably my favourite record label of all time, Blue Horizon. This is a good one. Otis Rush, amazing Otis Rush. Double Trouble, what an instrumental, Can't Quit You Baby, All Your Love. What else is on here? Checking Up on My Baby. Otis Rush, what a player. There he is with his Epiphone on the front. Mike Vernon brought up some great stuff, and I'm going to show another Blue Horizon record now. Presenting the country blues of Mississippi Joe Caldecott. Love the cover of this, again, on the Blue Horizon label. If you don't know my mind, Doe Roller Blues, Wartime Blues, Joe's Trouble Blues. You know, Bukka White is whistling on this record. Bill Barth plays second guitar and Joe Caldecott is the main guitarist. It was recorded in Memphis in 1968. Yeah, I mean, produced by Mike Vernon. That man produced so many records, blues records, it's unbelievable. So yeah, this is Zippy Joe Caldecott. And last but not least, Brinsley Schwarz. I haven't showed the Brinsley Schwarz album yet. They're on the United Artists label. Of course, Nick Lowe played bass in the band, one of my favourite songwriters. And this was recorded at home on a mobile unit. Nick Lowe bass, guitar, Bob Andrews, Bill Rankin, Brinsley Schwarz. Great band, great songs. Pretty underrated, really. So there you have it. There's my 20 picks for today of the 20 albums that inspire me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you all soon for more guitar videos, record videos and various videos. Appreciate it. Cheers.